Hello everybody, another knife review for you. This one is the Fallkniven U1. It's also a remake. I did this video quite a while ago, but the copyright monsters didn't like the background music that I'd chosen, so I'm doing a remake. No idea why I completely forgot to do it at the time. I was just looking at the channel the other day and realised that this video wasn't there, and I thought that's a bit strange. So anyway, here we go. The story behind this one is that I was thinking any decent knife collection should have something by Fallkniven. Problem with that is, of course, they're horrendously expensive, and I was thinking that I probably wouldn't be seeing one in my collection for some time. But then I had a look on their website, and on the sale page was this U1 at 70% off. And I did it about in the past with similar offers, and by the time I'd made my mind up and gone to buy it, the offer had been withdrawn, or they were out of stock or whatever. And I thought, well, it's not going to be 70% off in the end, because there's going to be Swedish purchase tax and shipping. And anyway, I bought it, and it worked out at the time noticeably less than half the price it would have cost me to buy it retail in the UK. Having said that, even at the price I paid, I think that's probably top dollar for what the knife is worth. Much as I like the knife, I do think it is very, very overpriced, and I'm probably not the only one to think that. But let's have a look at it anyway, if you join me at the desktop, and we'll see what we can see. Okay, so the first thing we see is the knife comes in a nylon sheath. On the back we have the belt loops for horizontal or vertical carry. It fastens with a Velcro patch, and it is a nice snug fit. So, a small-ish modern folding knife. Run through the specs briefly. The closed length is 86mm or 3 3/8. The blade is 62mm, 2 7/16. It's 2.5mm thick, and it's made of laminated 3G at 62 Rockwell. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but you can in real life see the lamination line quite clearly there. Let's see if we can get rid of some of those paw marks off the blade. It is quite a polished blade, but satin, not mirror. It weighs 76 grams, and that's about 2.2 ounces. This particular one, as you can see, this is the yellow bone handle scales. There were 3 varieties available: Cocobolo scales and a blue dyed bone, neither of which seem to come across very well in the photographs for me, hence I went for the yellow scales. We've got 2 Torx screws there holding the scales on, and the pivot pin, another big Torx screw. Fit and finish is really nice. You can see the back spring there. As it moves into the blade, it's almost seamless. I've seen a lot of comments and criticisms saying that the edges are harsh and sharp and they should have been finished better. And I'm not sure I agree with that. The edges of the stainless steel scales are very square. They're not beveled, they're not rounded, but I don't think I agree that they're sharp or unfinished. As I mentioned, the blade laminated 3G, which is quite a performance steel. not old-fashioned by any means. Let's see how it cuts. Well, as you might imagine, it's very, very nice. Just hardly any resistance there at all. And being 62 Rockwell, it's quite hard by pocket knife standards, so shouldn't take too much sharpening. I think the design is very elegant and modern. I think the fit and finish is extremely good. One thing that I'm not too happy about is the slip joint and the back spring. When you open it, it does feel like quite a reasonable amount of power in the back spring. There's no halfway stop and it clicks into place quite positively. However, there doesn't seem to be very much resistance at all once the knife is opened. You can feel the push from the back spring, but I think it would really need to be a bit more resistance there for a knife of this quality. Having said that, the overall package I think is really nice. I'd like to be able to carry this as an everyday pocket knife. However, the problems with that would be if I was to lose it, or if it was to get nicked, I'd not be replacing it. I think even having paid around half the retail price, that's still too much money for this knife. It's a lovely, lovely knife, but when you consider what else is available in that price bracket, it is quite hard to justify. And when you look at the Fallkniven website now, they're only advertising the one with the Cocobolo scales, so it's probably going to be quite difficult to replace, even if I was prepared to pay full money. And Heine Haynes website only have the Cocobolo scale one, so it's probably a good idea that this is one that stays firmly in the collection. A couple of nice things. This is the first Fallkniven I've bought, and it's sadly probably going to be the last. So I wasn't aware of this. Some people out there may have already come across this, but a couple of freebies in the box. One of which is a nice sticker, and the other, which I thought was quite funny, rather than put warnings on the box of, you know, extremely sharp and not to be handled by minors and, you know, danger of death and all that stuff, all they did was include, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, a short strip of Fallkniven branded sticking plasters, which tickled me. I thought that was really nice. I thought it was quite a stylish way of doing it. So I'm going to wind things up there. I don't know if you can hear, but got one of the cats at the door. I'm being besieged by feline demons. So there we go. That's my impression of the Fallkniven U1. A lovely, lovely knife, very well made, very stylish, but far too expensive. So I hope you found that interesting, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.